Picture this, right? You're sitting in traffic on a Tuesday afternoon. The car in front of you is a brand new BMW X5. Dealer plates still perfectly attached. The driver looks, I don't know, about 32 years old. He's wearing a Carhartt jacket, and he's just casually eating a gas station hot dog. And naturally, your brain does the thing it always does. It immediately tries to solve the math. How on earth does that guy afford a $90,000 car? Well, welcome to This Explainer. We're going to break down the exact math today, because here's the absolute secret. He probably can't afford it. He literally just signed a piece of paper that lets him pretend he can for 36 months.
You see, the auto industry actually built this exact question as a trap. They want you distracted by the shiny object. They want you completely ignoring the underlying math to keep you from asking the real financial questions. And those real questions, those are exactly what we're going to uncover for you right now.
Section 1. The Modern Car Market Trap.
Okay, before we even get into the weeds of comparing buying and leasing, just look at this staggering baseline number, $49,275. That is now the cost of an average new vehicle in America. And remember, we are not talking about a high-end luxury car here. That is just the regular, everyday car sitting next to you in traffic.
And because those sticker prices have gotten so unbelievably high, the average monthly payment has hit a record $767. But honestly, it gets wilder. Right now, 20.3% of buyers are paying over $1,000 a month. Just think about that. Imagine paying $1,000 every single month for an asset that immediately starts losing its value the literal second you drive it off the lot.
Now, here is the absolute illusion the dealership creates to manipulate your choices. You sit down, right? The finance manager slides a piece of paper across the desk, and he circles two numbers, a $612 lease and a $767 loan payment. He is tricking your brain into processing that lease as this smart, savvy discount, but you're actually comparing two completely different financial products that just happen to involve the exact same car.
Section 2. The Truth About Leasing.
This quote right here really is everything. You're not paying for the car, you're renting the depreciation. Think of it like this. Imagine going to a nice hotel, but instead of paying for the room, you just paid for exactly how much the carpet wore down while you walked on it. That's leasing. If a $45,000 car drops to $26,000 in 3 years, leasing means you are purely paying for that $19,000 drop in value, plus a mountain of entirely negotiable fees that, let's be honest, nobody ever actually negotiates.
So the crucial point here is this. We all have a buddy like Dave, right? And when Dave brags about his amazing $299 a month lease, he is leaving out a massive, very expensive detail. Because to get that billboard ad price, Dave totally forgot to factor in his $3,999 down payment at signing. If you actually spread that massive check over 36 months, Dave's actual monthly cost is closer to $410.
And then, oh man, there's the infamous mileage trap. Most leases cap you at 12,000 miles a year, but the average American naturally drives 13,500 miles. So just by existing as a completely average driver doing average things, you are blowing past their limit. And when you go over, you're paying 15 to 30 cents per extra mile. Add in the hidden return fees for totally normal wear and tear, like mildly worn tires or a tiny chip in the windshield, and you might easily get a surprise $2,000 bill in the mail weeks after you already returned the car.
Section 3. The Danger of Buying New.
Dealerships desperately want you to think buying a new car is the safe, responsible choice. But honestly, in 2026, buying new is functionally the exact same as leasing, just with way worse paperwork. The average new car loan right now is nearly 6 years long, 68.94 months to be exact. And shockingly, a full 20% of new car loans are 84 months or longer. Guys, that's 7 years. It means the financial product you are signing up for actually often outlives the average American marriage.
Let's look at the brutal math of a loan like that. Say you take out a 72-month loan at the average interest rate of 6.37%. In just the first 3 years, you're paying almost $7,700 purely in interest. Meanwhile, the car's value drops 40%. I mean, it plummets like a falling piano. You are essentially paying thousands and thousands of dollars for the sheer privilege of watching your asset completely vanish.
And that leads us perfectly into a highly dangerous financial state known as being underwater. It simply means you owe more on the loan than the car is actually worth. And right now, a staggering 29% of all trade-ins fit this exact description, with an all-time record average negative equity of $7,214.
Let's make this totally real. Let's walk through what we call Mike's trap. So,
Mike owes $7,200 on his old truck that he wants to trade in, but he's underwater. So what does he do? Step 2, the dealer suggests he just rolls that negative equity into a brand new $45,000 truck. So for step 3, he is now financing $52,000 for 84 months just to make his monthly payments somehow fit his budget. Mike is literally driving around in debt to himself.
Section 4. When leasing makes sense.
Now, to provide a totally complete and balanced look at this, leasing isn't a wealth trap in every single scenario. There are actually exactly 3 exceptions where it's incredibly logical. First, business owners, who can legally utilize tax write-offs. Second, extremely high-end luxury cars. A BMW 7 Series, for example, loses about 73% of its value in just 5 years. So leasing basically caps that extreme depreciation exposure for you. And third, if it is simply a conscious lifestyle choice, if you genuinely just want a new car every 3 years, you have the money, and you accept that it is a pure lifestyle cost, then go for it.
Section 5. The winning car strategy.
For absolutely everyone else who is looking to actually build their future, think about this concept. If you buy a 2023 version of a $45,000 car today, you can get it for about $27,000. Let that sink in. That means the previous owner essentially paid $18,000 just for the privilege of the new car smell. They paid $18,000 for a literal air freshener. You absolutely do not want to be that person.
So here it is. This is the explicit roadmap, the absolute winning play. Step 1, buy a 3-year-old car. Step 2, finance that $27,000 used car for just 48 months. Your payment will be a totally manageable $665. Step 3, pay it off and then keep it running for 5 or more years. By doing this exact sequence, you are keeping over $700 a month strictly in your own pocket, where it belongs.
Let's zoom out and look at the total cost over 9 years. Path 1, you lease continuously. You end up spending $77,000 and you own absolutely nothing at the end of the day. Path 2, you buy new. You spend $61,000 over that time and you end up owning a $13,000 car. Path 3, you buy used. You spend $40,000 and you own an $8,000 car, but you've enjoyed 5 full years of 0 car payments.
Look at this showstopper number. The gap between continuous leasing and buying used creates a massive $37,000 direct cost difference. But wait, it gets better. If you take that extra cash flow you saved every month and invest it over a decade, it balloons into an astonishing $70,000 wealth gap. Literally $70,000. That is the true hidden cost of those shiny dealership deals.
You have to remember that the entire automotive revenue model, the dealers, the lenders, the manufacturers, they completely depend on you ignoring that total cost. They desperately want you on what we call the payment treadmill forever, endlessly signing new loans every 3 to 4 years. Because remember, the only person at the dealership who isn't wearing their jersey is you.
And staying off that treadmill is absolutely crucial right now because the 2026 market realities are incredibly harsh. As our sources note, rising tariffs are currently pushing vehicle prices up another 4 to 8%. We are seeing peak repossessions across the board, and subprime delinquencies have hit their absolute highest point in 32 years. This is a market that heavily rewards skepticism. Buying used and skipping the lease isn't just a hack anymore. It's your best financial defense.
So, I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative thought. Are you enjoying the car, or is the car slowly digesting your wealth? Because the truly rich move in 2026, it isn't pulling up in a shiny new lease. It's driving a paid-off car that quietly makes you wealthier every single month just by existing in your driveway. Stop the bleeding, make the smart mathematical choice, and take back your financial freedom. Thanks so much for tuning into this explainer, and keep asking the right questions.